Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look at something pretty specific. The experience of summer in Korea.
That's right. It's not just about the weather forecast, though.
No, exactly. We're exploring how the really hot and humid conditions shape daily life.
Yeah.
Based on some interesting educational material we found.
Our mission really is to see how people adapt.
Yeah.
How culture and climate interact when things get tough, like during these intense summers.
Okay, so let's get into the core of it. The sources really hammer home this point. Korean summers are hot, sure, but it's the extremely humid part that stands out.
Mm-hmm.
It paints this picture of the air feeling, thick and uncomfortable. You can almost feel it.
And that has a real physical effect. It's not just about feeling a bit sticky. People genuinely feel tired quickly.
Right.
And it becomes hard to stay outside for long. It really limits what you can do.
And there's that counterintuitive point about sweating, isn't there?
Yes. That's the key insight, I think. You sweat, obviously, because it's hot.
Your body's natural cooling system.
Exactly. But because the air is already so full of moisture, so humid, your sweat, well, it does not cool you down easily.
Because it can't evaporate properly.
Precisely. The air just can't absorb much more water, so the sweat just sits there, and you don't get that cooling effect. It's quite frustrating physically.
That makes total sense. Okay, so faced with this persistent mugginess, how do people cope? What are the main strategies?
Well, technology is a big one, as you'd expect. The sources mention air conditioners and electric fans being pretty much essential.
Used everywhere.
Yeah, at home and in public places.
Yeah.
Finding refuge in cool indoor spaces is key, but it's not just about AC.
Right. There are other adaptations, too, more about daily habits.
Definitely. Simple things like staying hydrated by drinking plenty of water. That's fundamental when you're losing fluids, even if the sweat isn't cooling you effectively.
And diet plays a role, too, I saw.
It does. The mention of eating light meals like cold noodles, that's fascinating.
Hang me on.
Exactly like that. It's not just delicious. It's a very practical way to cool down from the inside, refreshing and easier to digest in the heat.
Smart. So tech, hydration, diet. What about just sort of behavior changes?
Yeah, that's in there too. Adjusting schedules. Some avoid outdoor activities during the hottest parts of the day.
Makes sense. Plan your errands for cooler times if you can.
But even with all these things, the AC, the water, the cold noodles, staying inside the source's stress that the mugginess can be hard to bear, it's still a challenge.
So it's not like these measures make it disappear entirely.
Not at all. It's about managing it. And it's important context that this intense weather, well, it is a normal part of Korean summers.
So it's expected. People know it's coming each year.
Right. It's a regular feature of the climate cycle there, not an anomaly.
Which does lead to that final point about the seasons changing. There's an end in sight.
Thankfully, yes. After this tough period, the promise is that autumn brings cooler and more pleasant weather. Something to look forward to.
So, to kind of wrap it up, Korean summers mean intense heat, plus that really challenging humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And this has driven some really specific, quite clever adaptations, using technology, changing diets, adjusting daily rhythms, just finding ways to live with it.
It really showcases human resilience and ingenuity adapting to the environment.
Definitely.
And it makes you think, doesn't it? Considering what we've discussed about Korean summers and how people adapt, what about where you live? What part of your local climate presents unique challenges, and what are the creative ways you or people around you adapt to that?